Hello, people, and welcome back to Thradic's channel. I don't know what to say here, because welcome back to Thradic. Let's read with Thradic. How about that? We'll call it Let's Read with Thradic. And today we're going to be reading another of my favorite children's books. I Wish I Had Duck Feet. Now, by the way, for those who are wondering, Dr. Seuss books, children's books, those are not going to be the only books I read. I will be reading, if my English teacher likes my idea, I will be reading a Ernest Hemingway book. I don't remember which one is on the AP reading book list, but that's the one I will be reading, and I will be posting it with hopefully just like a Plants vs. Zombies or some game background just to make it slightly entertaining. But me reading the book is supposed to be the main point of it. So, I Wish I Had Duck Feet by Theo Le Siege. I don't know how to say it. It's a Dr. Seuss book. I wish that I had duck feet, and I can tell you why. You can splash around in duck feet, you don't have to keep them dry. I wish that I had duck feet. No more shoes, no shoes for me. The man down at the shoe store would not have my size, you see. If I had 2 duck feet, I could laugh at Big Bill Brown. I would say, "You don't have duck feet, these are all there are in town." I think it would be very good to have them when I play. Only kids with duck feet can ever play this way. But my mother would not like them. She would say, "Get off my floor!" She would say, "You take your duck feet and you take them out that door. Don't ever come in here again with duck feet on. Now don't." So I guess I can't have duck feet. I would like to, but I won't. So, if I can't have duck feet, I'll have something else instead. Say, I know what. I wish I had 2 horns on my head. I wish I had 2 deer horns. That would be a lot of fun. Then I could wear 10 hats up there. Big Bill can just wear 1. I think they would be very good to have when I play ball. Then nobody could stop me. No, sir, nobody at all. My horns could carry books and stuff like paper, pens, and strings, and apples for my teacher, and lots of other things. But if I had big deer horns, I would never get a ride. I could never ride the school bus. I could never get inside. And so, I won't have deer horns. I'll have something else instead. I wish I had a whale spout on my head. When days get hot, it would be good to spout my spout in school, and then Miss Banks would say, Thanks, you keep our school so cool." I could play all day in summer. I would never feel the heat. I would beat Big Bill at tennis. I would play him off his feet. But my mother would not like it. I know just what she would say. "Not in the house. You shut that off. You take that spout away." I know that she would tell me, "I don't want that spout about." And when mother does not want a thing, it's O-U-T. It's out. And so, I will not have one. I don't wish to be a whale. I think it would be better if I had a long, long tail. I wish I had a long, long tail. Someday I will, I hope. And then I'll show the kids in town new ways to jump rope. If I had a long, long tail, I know what I would like. I would like to ride down State Street, pulling girls behind my bike. I wish I had a long, long tail, And I can tell you why. I could hit a fly 10 feet away and hit him in the eye. I know Miss Banks would like this. She would smile and she would say, "No other boy in town can hit a fly so far away." But if I had a long, long tail, I know that Big Bill Brown would tie me in a tree. He would! Then how would I get down? I don't think that I would like it with my tail tied to a tree. The more I think about it, no long, long tail for me. And so, if I can't have a tail, I'll have a long, long nose. A nose just like an elephant's, the longest nose that grows. I wish I had a long, long nose, and I can tell you why. I think it would be very good to get at things up high. Every kid in town would love it. Every kid but Big Bill Brown. Every time I saw him, I would sneeze and blow him down. Say, I could help the firemen. My nose would be just right. I could help them put out fires 100 times a night. Oh, I would do lots of things that no one ever did, and everyone in town would say, "Just watch that long-nosed kid." But if I had a long, long nose, I know what Dad would do. My dad would make me wash the car, the house, and windows too. My dad would make me work all day and wash things with that hose. I guess it would not be so good to have a long, long nose. Now, let me think about it. All these things I want are bad, and so I wish... What do I wish I had? I know what! I know just what! Just what to do. I wish I had all those things. I'd be a what, which, who. If I could be a what, which, who, I'd jump high in the air, I'd splash and spout, and run about. I'd give this town a scare. But the people would not like it. They would be so scared, I bet. They would call the town policeman. They would catch me in a net. They would put me in the zoo house with my horns, nose, and feet. And hay, just hay, 2 times a day is all I'd get to eat. I think I would be very sad when people came to call. So, I don't think a which, what, who would be much fun at all. And so, I think there are some things I do not wish to be, and that is why I think that I just wish to be me. That was Thradic reading another story from my childhood. I Wish I Had Duck Feet, a Dr. Seuss book by Theo Le Siang. I don't know. It's not English. I don't know how to say that name. My plans in the future for this series specifically, I will definitely be reading an Ernest Hemingway book. Again, I cannot remember which is on the summer reading list, so I cannot tell you right now. I would love to read 1984, George Orwell, because that is an amazing book in my opinion. And another Ernest Hemingway that's definitely not on the AP reading list, but I would love to read for this would be, what is it called? Old Man and the Sea. And it is a very good book in my opinion. I like it quite a bit. It's kind of sad, and people read too much into it. By the way, the story's over. This is going to be me ranting about books and such. It bothers me when people read books like Old Man and the Sea, because they make, like, the old man carrying his mast up the hill to his house because he doesn't want anybody to steal it. You know, not that anyone in this poor town would steal. You're right. So people say, oh, he's Jesus. And that bothers me because I'm a religious person. And, like, no one is ever going to be Jesus. No one's as good as Jesus. Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, he's Jesus. He's Jesus the Christ. So it bothers me when people say, oh, he's Jesus. He is Jesus in this book. Because he's not Jesus. He's a good person. Like, that's all you can say. You can say that he is a good representation of a good person. But you can't say, like, oh, he is the embodiment of all good in the world in this book. So that's one thing that I don't like about when people get very analytical, I guess, about books. Like, I feel that people read into books too much. I feel that it is, they take the author, and the author is trying to give you the impression that this is a good character, and readers sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, take it too far. They say, oh, he's a good character, so therefore he must be, like, he must be Jesus. So that is my rant about books today, and I thank you guys for watching, and tell me which book you'd like me to read first. I have to do my my schoolwork, the creative book reading, the creative book project. But after that is done, would you prefer if I read 1984 by George Orwell or Old Man and the Sea by Ernest Hemingway? Okay, thank you guys very much, and look out for more videos soon. Just about if not every day, every other day. Okay, adios.